Welcome to Kingdom Group's Coffee Talk session. It's really good to have each and every one of you here today. Okay, we're looking forward to do more of these live sessions, and do not forget it's on every Wednesdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. Okay, please do not forget this as well. Do click on the like button and share these sessions. Share these sessions with your friends, family and friends of friends, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, or whoever you think that will benefit from this session. Okay, and I promise you this lah. It won't take too much of your time, and topics that we talked about, right? Okay, what happens here is basically we will get people, right, from various industries, right, to come share relevant topics. It could be related to current issues or anything that is interesting to the audience. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are currently in the RMCO phase, Recovery Movement Control Order. We notice, right, a lot of things has changed, not only in our lives, but also drastic changes in multiple sectors out there. People are reshaping. Even consumer activities are moving towards online platforms. So, without further ado, right, I would like to bring on the man himself. Today's topic, it's about insurance, to claim or not to claim. So, the guest for today, let us put our hands together. Let us welcome Clement Chow. Hi, bro. How are you?
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good. All right. Sorry to keep you waiting. I know I talk too lot. I talk a lot.
No. Why you look like you need to catch your breath, man.
Yeah, I was actually running up the stairs just now. Okay.
Mm,
Anyways, good to have you here today.
Yep.
So, Clement, I understand that you're in this industry. You have been in this industry for a very, very long period. For a very long time. Can you briefly tell us about yourself and how long have you been in this industry?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Clement. For all of you who know me, and I'm Clement also for all of you who don't know me.
Not Achao.
Yeah, I mean that's a long old nickname. But
All
anyway,
right.
I've been in this industry for almost 13 years. All right. Yes, some people may find it long. Sorry, and I think it's also not short, but there are also other people in this industry who's been in this industry for 20 years, 30 years. So that shows that this industry is a very, very good industry to be in, because along the way we build our career, we build our own business. All right. So I've been doing this for 13 years already. Of course, like every life planner, we started by coming into the business, wanting to make a little bit more money. Then in the process, along the life insurance path, we realized not only we can make money, but we can also help families, we can help people. So I have been doing personal sales, okay, now doing agency building up the
Okay.
agency, so that everyone who comes in now to join me, all right, they will begin with an end in mind, that is to build a successful agency. All right.
Wow, that's great, man. 13 years in the industry, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've done a lot of stuff. We've seen a lot of stuff. But of course, this business, this journey is a never-ending journey, lah. There's still so many
Okay.
new things to learn.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like me, I've been in the airlines for 11 years. That there is, we've developed we have bittersweet memories. We've developed a love-hate relationship in the airlines. So since you have been in this industry for 13 years, right? Yeah, I'm quite sure, Clement, you have moments that you treasure for the rest of your life, right? I mean, moments that makes you proud, moments that will make you sad. Do you want to share a little bit about the things that you've gone through in this industry, things that you're proud of and things maybe you're not so proud of.
Not so proud of, huh? Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
definitely in this industry, they are. I
ups and
mean,
downs lah.
of course, that is more towards when we first come in, looking for sales, and when people said no initially. Of course, I mean, when we come into the nobody like we always say, nobody come into this industry and say, no, nobody wants to come in when they are studying. Nobody says I want to do insurance, but when we come into this
Yeah.
industry, get initially when we get rejection, we don't know how to handle it. But people are not rejecting you. When you get a rejection, is because people do not understand. People do not understand either what you're saying or they do not understand what they want. But when talking about memories or moments, definitely there's so many. All right, but I also want to share a little bit. This is a little bit personal. I want to
Oh,
share a
okay.
little bit. I want to share a little bit on why insurance. Because
Mm.
before I came into the insurance business, insurance has already left a very lasting impression on me. Okay,
Oh, okay.
for some of you who know me better, you know that
Mm.
I grew up with a mom because my dad passed away when I was very young. All right, so it
Sorry to
was
hear that.
no, it was so many years ago. So it was my mother, my sister, my brother, and me. And during those days, my father passed away in his late 40s. Okay, that was like so many years ago. I was only standard 5, 11 years old. All right. And the reason he did not buy any life insurance is because pantang, of the word pantang.
Yeah lah. Those days when you will go and see a client, you talk about insurance, they don't come and see me, don't come and say I'm not dying anytime soon, right?
Yeah, yeah. So yes, exactly.
Mm.
So when we talk about insurance, pantang, you think I'm gonna die? No. That means I buy already, I'm gonna die? No. So because of that, I mean,
Mm.
uh, then my dad passed on, and in his late 40s, when I was 11, my sister was 9, my brother was 7. So life was really, 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 really tough. So insurance actually made a very lasting impression, not because my dad bought a lot of insurance and uh, and life goes on, but it's because he didn't buy any. So it left a very lasting impression on me on how important it really is. All right. Then
Mm. Mm.
as I grew up, and then we pursue our studies. Then after our studies, we come out looking for a job. It never dawned on me that I wanted to do that. I know how important it was, but it never dawned on me that I want to come into this business until a few years later. Then, when I come in, then like they always say, once we come into this business, you always think, oh, I should have done this 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But
Yep.
I guess that was the right timing lah. I guess that was the right timing. Yeah. So this is one of the moments that even before the insurance industry, but coming into the insurance industry, I think initially we wanted to make money, but having said that, of course making money is important. Everybody get a job or do something. They say they want to build a career to make money, but being in this insurance industry, actually, when you do a claims, that's when the whole world changes. I mean, as in for me lah, that's when you really see how it can change a family. How a lot of emotions are involved, even though we have a client and life planner relationship, but a lot of emotions are involved. And
Yeah.
over the
Mm.
years, of course, there are certain experiences where one of our very dear team member, has passed on, and we went and delivered a claim check. I mean, of course, I have some very good friends, some very good clients who also made certain claims, who passed on. So it really bring out the meaning in this business. So it's not about the money anymore per se, but it's more of when you get a rejection. I'm sad because you feel like you fail to protect a family. I
Correct.
mean that
Mm-hmm.
kind of emotion, yeah. So this part lah is this part that a lot of good moments lah, but they definitely now the rejection is no more about, oh, I cannot close case, I get rejected. It's more about having failed to protect a family. Because even like now, I have my own family, I have my daughter, I have my son, my wife, everything, and of course my mom is still around. So you just want to do all you can to make sure at least they buy something, you know.
Yeah, at least everything is well taken care of. In the event that if you do something does happen to you, at least like your story. At least the family will not suffer. Actually, what people say about buying insurance is not for you. It's actually for your family, for your loved ones. Is it true?
Yeah, because they like we always say, insurance is not for you. I mean, besides medical insurance we buy
Oh
because
yeah,
just
definitely.
if we are hospitalized, then we can claim. But generally, insurance is not for you; it is from you. You know, that is one very important part where a lot of people, they not that, yes, some may be ignorant, okay, but
Mm.
some of them really, they just choose not to think about it. Why? Can you tell me why you don't think about it? You know, so you sometimes there are times when I'm in an appointment and I get so upset, you know, and when certain friends who are more close, I will just tell them very straightforward. It's not about me making the money or anything like that. It's why, can you tell me why? Why are you not doing it? You know, everybody,
Mm.
not everybody, majority of people, they don't have enough coverage. Whether you like it or not, that is a cold hard fact.
Oh, okay.
If you need 5 million and you cannot afford to buy 5 million, then at least do half or do 1 million. Do something is better than nothing, right? When
Correct.
when
Correct.
when the whole world, when you approach people, when you talk to people, I love my wife, I love my children, I love my mother, I love my father, I love everybody in the world. So how do you show that you love?
By leaving something behind for them, in the event that you're no longer around. It's basically repaying back, correct or not?
Yeah. So
Repaying back your parents' deeds, your parents' good deeds, because your parents have brought you up, sent you to school. I mean, it's only right if something happens to you, you have to leave something back for your parents. Correct or
yeah,
not?
that is the, to me, insurance is always the love language lah, you know. Yeah.
Okay. So since we were talking about insurance claims right now, right? I understand that claims it falls into many categories. Like, can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
roughly brief me or the audience about the types of claims in this industry? You know, as far as I'm concerned, I only know about medical and hospitalization claim. I mean, there is also life insurance claims, CI claims. Correct, or not? Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm wrong.
yeah, man.
Mm,
There are so many types of claims. I mean, but like the topic for today, to claim or not to claim, because there
mm,
are I mean, when it comes to insurance claims, I guess we can also hear sometimes people say, I buy insurance but cannot claim. You know, so actually, when things like this happen, there are many reasons for it. All right. But okay,
mm.
back to talking about claims, of course, medical claims is very straightforward. Okay. When
Mm.
we purchase either a medical card or a medical account, okay, and if something happens, very simple, as long as you're hospitalized, then you can make a claim. All right. So
Mm.
hospitalization, we will go through the channel of getting a guarantee letter, right?
Mm.
They call it a GL short form. All right.
Mm.
When you go and see a doctor in a private hospital, and the doctor deem you medically necessary to be admitted, then the hospital itself, of course, the doctor will ask you, do you have a medical card or a credit card? Standard question. So if you say
Okay.
yes, medical, then the hospital will automatically call for a guarantee letter from the respective insurance company, which in our case is AIA.
Mm.
And
Okay.
a lot of people don't realize, because nowadays we do the medical coverage that we give, minimum we do like 1.5 million, because gone are the days when people say I got 100,000 annual limit and it's good enough. Never.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can
100,000 is nothing nowadays.
yeah, appendicitis. I mean, when I first came into the business, appendicitis cost like 6,000, 7,000. Now an appendicitis procedure is close to 20,000 already.
Wow, got so expensive or not? Oh,
Yeah, yes, really.
okay.
So,
Wow, that's a
so
lot, man.
yeah, so gone are the days where low limit is enough. So now generally when we walk out, you need to have at least minimum to start out 1 million, 1.5 million. Like for us, we do 1.5 and above, unless the client has got a budget restraint. Okay, but annual started at 1.5. So a lot of people think annual limit 1.5, so every year I can claim up to 1.5, which is true. But then when they first hospitalize and the insurance company issue the GL, Clement, why my GL only 25,000 or 28,000? I thought you told me 1.5 million. Don't worry, relax. So usually what will happen is, once the GL is approved, they will give you an initial GL first. And when, for example, if in this case, if your GL is approved for 28,000, so the hospital will utilize up to 28,000. And if this 28,000 is not enough, they will continue calling for subsequent GLs. Because insurance company don't have the practice of straight away I issue a GL worth 1 million. I mean, then the hospital may whack the money also lah. I'm not sure, but I think
Of course lah, if everything is given to you like that, I mean, any Tom, Dick, Harry would do the same thing also, right? I don't know. I mean, this is just my 2-cent opinion,
Yeah, so best practices is always insurance company in terms of medical, they will issue an initial GL, and along the way of your treatment, along the journey of your treatment, let's say per confinement, if it's not enough, then the hospital will keep on calling, because AIA, or not only AIA, all insurance company, they have a record of certain procedures, how much will it be, So, for example, if an appendicitis 20,000 got changed, it cannot be suddenly why these hospitals procedure need about almost 50,000. That means it's 2 times already, or 2.5 times. So then, if really it comes to that situation, maybe it's due to complication. But then the company will have to investigate and say why generally all procedures are 20 and now you are asking for 50. So that is why the initial GL is issued, and then they will keep on issuing the GL to make sure is both sides practice best practices and there is no, how is it, salah guna.
Penyalahgunaan kuasa. No, duit dalam tangan, bro. Okay.
Right.
Okay. You see, lately that I think a couple of weeks ago, actually, I went to this private hospital. So happened I came across, right, the billing part in the hospital, right, whereby there's a special lane for AIA customers. Can you share with the audience how does that work? Why don't combine with all other insurers?
So well, all these respective hospitals that have specialized or dedicated lanes for AIA insurance policy holders, they are all AIA Platinum hospitals. Okay.
Oh, they're platinum hospitals.
Yes, because even in AIA have we have the platinum hospitals and the non-platinum hospitals. So the platinum hospitals, they are a network of hospitals throughout Malaysia that AIA recognize the hospital's delivery of quality and cost-effective healthcare given to all AIA holders. Hence, they are recognized it this way. But it's not that non-platinum hospitals does not give good healthcare, but it's just that the platinum ones are the ones that is always working very closely with AIA. So in terms of quality and cost-effective healthcare, AIA recognize it, and AIA thinks it's the best practice. And so both the hospital and AIA, they agree, to have a dedicated lane so that AIA insurance policy holders will have, in a way, more
priority lah.
Yes, priority. When you want to do payment, when you want to get your admission, there you go. You don't have to wait like everybody else. When you want to leave the hospital also, there you go. You don't have to, if there is any balance that you have to top up, certain differences here and there you go. You don't have to queue like everybody else.
Oh, so you're trying to say that the platinum hospitals, they work very closely with AIA. So basically, there is most of the platinum hospitals will have a priority lane just for AIA policy holders, right?
Yes.
Wow,
correct.
that is something not other insurers can do, right?
Yeah, so far I've not seen any other insurance company lah, or
Okay.
I'm not aware because maybe I choose not to be. But AIA, yes, definitely, definitely.
Okay. Apparently, right? According to, not according lah. As far as I'm concerned, right?
According to
No, not according to Matt. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, right?
okay,
The process of hospitalization, right, is basically hospital, Medic Express, insurance company. Then prior to hospitalization, then once the insurance company underwrites the case already, then let's say if the GL is approved, the guarantee letter is approved, then the respective insurance company will send the GL to the Medic Express. Medic Express will then send to the hospital. Is this true? Like Medic Express is like a middleman.
okay. I think you're talking about the medics services. I think you're talking about the medic services, which AIA has. Okay, so medics actually is it's called AIA work with medics. Okay, so this medics is founded in 2006. So they are also what they call a personal medical case managers. So for example, so AIA is the exclusive. AIA is working exclusively with them. All right.
Okay,
What,
okay.
what, what happens in this situation is two completely different things. That means when you are diagnosed with, for example, when you are diagnosed with a condition in a certain hospital, you can just straight away choose to get a GL from AIA, do the procedure, and that's that. That's it, lah. End of story.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
Or now, when you are diagnosed with a certain condition in a hospital, okay, you can actually, instead of straight away getting the hospital to do to get a GL from AIA, to then you do your procedure. If you are thinking like you berfikiran was, you're thinking like, sure,
Basically, second opinion lah. Correct, you know.
it's something like that. I will not say it's a second opinion, but it's something like, if you are not so sure, then what you can do is you can turn to medics to confirm this diagnosis and seek alternative treatment options. So, for example, if really this doctor said you have to go under the knife, I have to cut you up. Let's get your GL and do it. Then you think, but I don't want to be cut. Well, I mean, it depends on what illness or what medical condition, lah, right?
Yes,
So
yes, definitely.
So you can actually go to medics, all right? Once you contact medics, all right, they will have a dedicated nurse and a case doctor for you already. Okay? Once you contact
Mm-hmm.
medics with the dedicated nurse and doctor for you, they will start, of course, they will give you the consent form and service initiation and everything. Then they will review and evaluate your condition. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They will tell you whether they agree or do not agree with the diagnosis. Okay, then they will also recommend what, uh, based on their findings, the medics team findings of your condition, they will also recommend alternative treatments, or it may be the same treatment. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
medics now is, like I said, they have about 300 in-house doctors and nurses globally, including Malaysia. So,
Okay.
let's just say there's certain condition that, or usually a lot of people is when they have certain condition and they go and see the doctor multiple times, but yet they still cannot recover. So then that is when medics actually come in, you know,
Oh, okay,
because medics
okay.
globally, they have a network of hospitals in Europe, US, Asia, and everything. So it is very different. It's very different. It is very different.
Mm-hmm.
And now, in the whole Malaysia, only AIA is working exclusively with medics. Nobody else. I think if I were to talk about medics, I can talk 1 hour also. But because we don't have so much time, I mean they are also medics videos that actually we can Google on YouTube. So when you
Uh-huh.
all these videos, it lets you see that, oh, is you have another option, or actually what the previous doctor diagnosed is true. So because it's very different, so with medics it changes the whole landscape of medical insurance. It does.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
okay. Clement,
Yeah.
sometimes on Facebook, you come across rumors that says insurance companies don't pay. People actually, how they channel their being upset about insurance company that do not pay. I mean, you see that on and off on Facebook, right? Why does this happen? The insurance company do not honor the claims. Why does this happen?
I think to be fair to both clients and insurance company, all right. I think when you said don't pay, I think specifically you're referring to there is a few or there are a few scenarios lah. All right. For
Mm,
example, so let's just talk about medically first. Okay, to claim or not to claim since today's topic. Let's talk about medical insurance. Um,
mm,
the most important thing when you purchase a medical insurance, okay, or when you do a medical insurance with us, we will definitely ask
mm,
you a few important questions. All right. In
mm.
the last 5 years, have you been hospitalized for anything at all? I think these are the questions are very very important when you purchase a medical insurance. I mean, I don't know whether if you have a medical insurance with us, with Kingdom Group AIA, definitely you will ask that question. But if you don't have a medical with us and you bought it somewhere else and if you will not ask that question, I think that is very important. In the last 5 years, have you ever been hospitalized?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please say yes. And what is the condition? Okay,
So
even
basically, you're trying to say, don't lie lah. Jangan
not
tipu
not
to the
don't
insurance.
lie, not don't lie, but sometimes people
Do not.
forget.
Oh, okay, okay.
It is our initiative to trigger their memory. Just be very upfront in the past
mm.
5 years. Because last time when I asked this question, I'm very scared. If the flirt tell me, yes, hospitalized before, then you go like, hospitalized before. Don't have to worry. I mean, because what we are doing is we want genuine cases and we are protecting people. So if you say yes, what were you hospitalized for? All right. So
mm.
then give me your report, all the medical reports for this hospitalization. And we declare everything. We declare everything. And then from there, we see what the insurance company say. Because when we go into an agreement with the insurance company, through us, we want to be as transparent as possible to both parties, so that it's
Correct,
fair.
correct.
All right. And if you say
Mm.
no, in the last 5 years, I've never been hospitalized. Very good. Then the next question we will ask you is, do you know if you have any underlying condition? Do you know? All right, because some people don't know. So if you really don't know, no problem. So last 5 years, no hospitalization. You are healthy. You don't have any underlying condition. Fine, let's go ahead. Because once a claim arises, okay, of course, insurance company may want to investigate, because there are a lot of straightforward cases, no issues lah. But if insurance companies suspect that there is any element
Foul
of
play lah.
non-disclosure, it's not foul play lah, it's
Okay, okay.
non-disclosure, then they may want to investigate. All right.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
hence the GL, the guarantee letter, may not be approved. But it doesn't mean that your claim is rejected. No, the company just wants to investigate. All right.
Mm, mm, mm.
So, and then the client will. So, if possible, it's best in a scenario like this, in this situation, which is very rare, unless there is really non-disclosure, then you have to pay
Mm,
for it
mm.
and then claim it through AIA and let AIA do the investigation. But this kind of scenario is very rare. Okay, let's talk about another case. All right, because many years ago there was a case where this lady she has about 6 life policies. It's not with AIA lah. It's with another insurer. She has 6 life policies
Okay.
and involved in an accident. Okay, she was involved in an accident. So a consumer being a consumer, a client, right? When you bought 6 policies and you got involved in an accident and you lost a hand. That particular case, the insured lost a hand.
Mm.
So of course you file a claim, right? You got 6 policy, right? So
Yeah, correct.
But then what happened was all 6 policies not claimable.
Why is that so?
Yeah, so okay, before we go to the why is that so? So for a normal human being, which we all are, first thing will happen is you will get very, very mad. Right? So when you get mad, then you start getting upset, it's like insurance cannot pay one. But you see, the thing is, I'm not faulting anybody, but when you lose a hand, your life insurance policy, to be specific, our life insurance policy covers total permanent disability or death. TPD, total permanent disability or death. It does not cover losing of one hand or losing your palm. It doesn't cover. Your life insurance does not cover that.
Okay.
But our personal accident policies cover that. That is why when we explain to client on all these claims and everything, we specifically explain. I mean, even in our agency, we have what is insurance, protection, medical, critical illness, savings, retirement, PA, estate planning. So we tell them each category what is covered, what is not covered. So in the case of this lady, in this scenario, she has 6 life insurance policy, but she did not have any personal accident.
So that means what happened? She cannot claim not even a single cent, no?
Not even a single cent, because losing one hand is not total permanent disability.
Correct.
So now it comes back. Now it boils back down to, was she advised properly or not?
I'm guess she was not advised properly, law.
Yeah, but because we were not there in that period of time, so we give a benefit of doubt law to whoever did that case, But people with us, definitely we will tell everything, PA is also very important. Then we let the client choose whether they want to do it or not. But of course, if you ask my opinion, professional, personal opinion also, get some form of PA because it's cheap. It's so cheap, right? It's maybe 1,000. It starts anywhere from a few hundred ringgit per annum per year to 1,000 a year. So just by spending, not spending, just by parting with so little money, at least you're covered. Why not?
That's what people say. A penny wise, pound foolish lah.
Yeah, your car insurance also 3,000-4,000 a year already. Right.
Okay. Thank you for the enlightenment. Okay. You see, when you go out to these clients, right, a lot of people will tell you, especially when you propose to them a medical insurance, right? No lah, bro. I don't think I want a medical insurance because my company is giving me medical insurance. You know what's the difference between company's medical insurance and personal medical insurance? Who do I claim from and why?
Okay, when it comes to company medical, of course.
A lot of people will say, I got my company covered, why should I buy? Do you want to enlighten them about this?
Well, it really comes down to this part where, yes, nowadays we go out. It depends on what company. A lot of companies give their staff benefit, and of course they have certain amount of insurance coverage for their staff, medical insurance. Sometimes it's term insurance, all this group insurance. But why do people still buy personally? Because usually all this group coverage, right? The amount, the sum assured for life or even for their medical is usually pretty much lower, I would say. They give their staff annual medical benefit of maybe 25,000 per year, 50,000 per year, 75,000, 100,000. But let's just say we don't go until so high. Let's just say 50,000 per annum. If you're hospitalized, 50,000 very fast one. So if your company give you that benefit, yes, by all means you can claim it through your company insurance. And if any point in time is not enough, then you can utilize your own.
Then you claim from your personal one.
Yes, but it doesn't mean if your total hospitalization bill is, for example, only 20,000. it doesn't mean you can claim your company insurance 20 and your personal insurance 20. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Because you only had
Oh, okay.
one procedure which is 20. So if both also can cover and sufficiently can cover this 20, then you have to decide you want to claim through your company insurance or your personal. Because you can only claim once, not double claim.
Okay, if you say 20,000, I said I claim from my. I mean, by right, you will claim from your company's insurance, correct?
Yeah.
But if I were to claim from my own personal insurance, will it affect anything or not?
No.
In
It
terms
won't.
of cash value, oh, it won't affect
Nothing.
anything. So basically,
It won't.
I claim, I don't claim, I myself claim from a company because the company benefits, correct or not?
Yeah. So a lot of
Okay.
a lot of people will choose to claim from their company first, and if it's not enough, then they will use their personal insurance to supplement the balance.
Okay. I think that wraps up the hospitalization claim part, right? So, Clement, what is a life insurance claims? What is it all about?
Okay, life insurance claim. So of course, when it comes to life insurance is also very straightforward. We are talking about TPD and death because life insurance we always talk about TPD and death. So when TPD happens, of course you need a doctor's letter, a doctor report, a doctor to
To
certify
certify you that you are total and permanent disabled lah.
that you have total and permanent disability. Then definitely then we will start the claims process lah. Of course there are certain documents involved, but different scenarios require different documents. So the most important thing for a TPD claim or what we call total permanent disability claim is actually a letter by the doctor themselves, stating that how did this stating the events leading up to this incident and whether or not confirmed you are in this total permanent disability category, right? And of course, when it comes to death, the simplest death cert, right? Of course, we do not need when it comes to claims, we do not need the original death cert as long as we, as life planners, we have cited the original death cert. Okay, we can actually what do you call that? We can actually put original cited, and when we
Witness lah, as witness lah.
Yes, we as life planner, we must have witnessed the original death cert because sometimes the deceased, they need the death cert to do other things as well.
Correct. But then, if that is the case, right, can't we just photostat and go to, the commissioner or Pesuruhanjaya Sumpah to get it stamped?
Yeah, we can photocopy as long as we cite the original, we get the photocopy, your agency manager can actually certify that original cited already.
Yeah, basically, insurance company also want to process it fast lah because we also want to you also want to sort it out as soon as possible because at this point of time, your insurance money will pay out the fastest, and this is the time where the family needs the money the most. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Clement. Thanks for. I've got one more question before I open it up to for Q&A lah. What do you mean by a critical illness claim? How many categories do we have in a critical illness?
Yeah, so of course now critical illness is so widely a lot of people know what is critical illness, but people always say 36, but actually it has evolved. It has become more than 36. It's 39 now, and we talk about early critical illness. It's 100 over instances. So to put it in a nutshell, of course, all along since when I joined insurance until today, people buy critical illness. Why do people buy critical illness? Sometimes some people say, I don't need to buy critical illness, ma. I have my medical already, ma. My medical 1 year, the limit is 1.5. Okay lah. Or some of them, the medical limit is 2.5. Okay lah. I don't need CI. Well, why do I need critical illness? When really cancer hit, I can be treated up to 2.5 million, right? But a lot of people don't understand or they cannot see. Let's not use the word don't understand. Let's just say they cannot see that once you are diagnosed with any of the critical illness, okay, most likely you are not able to work for a for a for a period of time.
For a good period lah. For a good period of time lah. Correct.
Yeah. I've never seen someone diagnosed with a critical illness and after 2-3 months up and running one. It's also not advisable even if you are strong because you let your body really recover. So when a critical illness hit, I think the first and foremost the first thing is you will no longer be able to work because you have to spend time to treat your critical illness as well as spend money, and if you got a medical card, great, that's very good. But now what happens to all your monthly commitments, right? I think
You still need to pay ma.
yes, especially for main breadwinners. You know, you're paying for the house, you're paying for the car, you're paying for your children's education, you're paying for your tuition. I mean, the amount of any working adult or any working family, you ask them, the amount of stuff they're paying every month is
A lot, man.
yeah, they get scared. So, but who's gonna pay all this when you don't work? Who's gonna pay all this?
Correct.
Yeah,
So you're trying to say that
Mhm.
in the event that a critical illness does arise, any of the 39 critical illness does arise, an insurance company will pay you an X amount of money. This money is basically for living expenses, to pay off your house, to pay off your car. So you have worry free, you'll be worry free for the next 4 to 5 months or probably 6 months to a year so that you can concentrate on recovery. Is that what you're
Yes.
trying to say?
Yes. At the end of the day, when you are ill, when you are sick, or when you have any one of the critical illness, the most important is to concentrate on recovery, concentrate on getting better. So that's why the coverage for critical illness come into place. So that it can help lighten your load. All your monthly installments. If you know that all your monthly expenses can be taken care of for the next 1 to 2 years, while you concentrate.
Very good though.
Yeah, will they not be better? And some of my friends I mean jokingly they said, never mind lah bro, sometimes if kena stage 3, I know I'm gonna die already. I said then better you take the critical illness money, go and party lah. Because they say they are covered so much more. I said, bro, I bought 5 million from you, my house is almost paid for, my car's all paid for. I don't need lah. Then I said, never mind, you take money, go party lah. Or you take the money, bring your wife and your children, go for a good holiday.
For a good holiday,
So it really depends on what stage of life are you in, and how do you use it. Right?
All right. Thanks, man. That was my last question question to you lah. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Looks like come to think of it, insurance is not that complicated after all, right?
Yep, it is not. Actually, when people think that when it comes to claims, is so complex. But of course, even for a life planner, when they do certain claims for the first time, they may find it, they may be put off a little bit, or they may be like, wow, but after a while, you get used to it. And then, of course, it's up to us how we advise the client or our friends on how to do the claim. I can see.
Okay.
Edmund asked, can pregnancy be claimed? All right. So this is a very general question. All right. So when your wife is pregnant, definitely wife cannot be husband, right? When your wife is pregnant, and she goes into the hospital for delivery, be it natural delivery or C-sec, that cost, that whole delivery cost is definitely borne by individuals. There is no insurance company actually that covers
C-section giving birth
giving birth But having said that, one of my friend, because he said, hey, my friend's company they cover the wife giving birth, So usually all these are all tailor-made products, corporate, by company, tailor-made products, meaning, for example, today you are an employee of AIA. and AIA decide to tailor-make this product to cover the cost of giving birth, and they give it to their staff. So if not, no insurance company will cover. Usually all these are all tailor-made products by corporate, that means company insurance.
But you have to be big enough also for them to tailor-make this kind of products for you, right?
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, when you buy company insurance, everything that you buy, there is a cost, because I mean,
Correct.
clinical, there's an X amount of premium, hospitalization. So this is one of the element that can be covered. If we ever hear any friends saying that they are pregnant, and they can claim for it 100%, definitely it's group insurance one.
Okay, thanks. The next question from John. Okay, John, he asks, can I claim if I'm admitted into a non-panel hospital?
Yes, definitely. As long as you are deemed medically necessary to be admitted, 100% you can claim if there is no non-disclosure. Okay, but now this is a non-panel hospital. That is why AIA always encourage you to go to panel hospitals, because it can be cashless. You don't have to take out anything. All you have to do is get a guarantee letter, and there is plenty.
Wow.
And there is plenty of panel hospitals. But if, let's just say, so ngam at a moment in time, you have to be admitted to a non-panel hospital, the only difference is you have to pay for it first, and then after that file the claim with AIA.
Okay, that's the difference lah. So the best is to go to panel hospitals lah.
Yes,
You've got your private lane. You don't have to queue with other insurers to do your billings and whatnot. So I guess AIA is on the right track lah right now. Everything is for the clients.
Definitely,
Correct.
right, because we are the biggest, and I mean the amount of claims that we paid out is crazy.
What was the claims paid out last year? Was it 18 billion or 1.8 billion or something?
Billion.
1.8 billion, right?
Yeah, it's into the billions, definitely. It's not millions.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. As a group, we pay out in billions already.
Okay. Guys, I guess we have got one more question to go. Let's. Do you want to wait for a while, or do you want to call it? Anybody has any more questions to ask from the man himself? Not take this opportunity to get to know, to find out more about claims. I mean, this is the best time. If you do not ask him right now, it'll be very troublesome later if you want to ask him later on. So take this opportunity to ask anything that you are not sure of. Any more questions?
And of course, Matt, generally what we speak about here today, if some listeners, they say it's quite general, yes, because I want to let everybody know that it's not hard making a claims. Of course, sometimes when you make a claim, the time frame, the turnaround time, because in times like this now, so a lot of companies, they practice, some still practice work from home, some practice team A, team B working. So the turnaround time for claims may be a little bit affected. Ultimately, each and every claim is very different. So that's why when we for our clients as well as our agents, claim come in, different claims, different situation, we will do the best that in that situation is deemed best. All right. So
okay. I think there are no more questions from the floor already. So I guess well, thank you, Clement. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for sharing whatever you just shared. It was very. I hope to the audience it helps them. It helps a lot lah. All right. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we are running out of time. Just a recap of what Mr. Chow has to say. These are the common claims that we hear on a daily basis. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, do let us know. We will assist you as and when, and also as much as we can. Thank you very much for spending the hour with me. I hope all questions and doubts are all answered. And one more thing, do not forget to click on the like button and share with your family and friends. Thank you very much.